All right. What is going on? Welcome into the Final Crow post-game show with your man Gamecock Chuck. This is y'all's show. This is the fans' show, right? This is y'all's chance to get on here and let me know what y'all thought of the game. South Carolina took down Kentucky 31-6 just a little bit ago on the road. Lenore Sellers had a shaky game, but he played pretty well. Not too bad for a redshirt freshman's first start on the road. So this, like I said, this is y'all's show. This is y'all's opportunity to come on here, and if you want to, and just let me know your thoughts on the game, thoughts on the team, what y'all liked, what you disliked about it, and like I said, just vent, cheer, whatever you want to do. This is y'all's show. We're going to talk a little bit about the game. Like I said, South Carolina just got done defeating Kentucky on the road just a little bit ago. And probably less than 45 minutes ago, almost an hour. So I was kind of waiting on Coach Beamer to do his post-game show, but post-game interview. But I guess it hasn't been up yet or uploaded yet online. So I haven't been able to see it yet. So God knows what he said. But proud of the guys, proud of the defense. Saw some improvement on offense as well. So proud of the guys. Proud of the team, the way they came out today, and especially on the defense side, and just continue to punch Kentucky in the mouth. We gave up some runs, of course. Need to work on some run defense, but we hung in there. We punched them in the mouth, and we got out of there with a victory, 31-6. What's up, Clark Robinson? How you doing? Yes, sir. Dylan Stewart is the truth, baby. Dylan Stewart is the man. They had to double team that guy. They had to triple team that guy. They had to hold him. They couldn't stop. They couldn't stop Dylan Stewart, man. 6 is a beast off the edge. Not to mention his partner, Kyle Kennard, on the other side. Whenever them two's out there, I look for good things to happen for the Gamecocks when them two are out there together on the field. But, yeah, defense played pretty good today, pretty solid. I ain't going to say lights out. Although we only held Kentucky to 6 points, still need to work on a little bit of the run game or the run defense, from my opinion. But that's just my opinion. Like I said, this is y'all's show. Y'all let me know what y'all think of the game. If there was any bad takes that y'all had, any good takes. Offensively, like I said, we had our moments. There were some moments in there that we shined. Maceo Bennett, that dude, we need to keep that guy on the field as much as possible. He had some good receptions, got his first touchdown as a Gamecock today. Wide open, man. He was wide open several times, man. So they just couldn't put a body on 3, and he made him pay with that one touchdown and then that one conversion that he had along the sideline. So offensively, like I said, Norris, he needs to like I said in my live stream earlier of the game, he needs a little more pocket awareness out there. He seemed to, I don't know, get caught up in looking downfield and not paying attention to what's coming at him. Because there were several times, I think in the first half, where he got hit, fumbled the ball, but luckily we were able to get the ball back both times. But he just got to step up in the pocket, have more awareness of his surroundings, and I think we'll be okay. Wide receivers, got to get them more involved. Running backs, I think we need to rotate more running backs in there. Like I said, also on the stream, there was a lot of Rocket Sanders, and nobody else really stepped in. I mean, nobody else really put in. I think Juju and Attaway come in near the end of the game, but outside of that, it was Rocket Sanders and Lenore Sellers running the ball for the most part. We did get to see a glimpse of Robbie Ashford running the offense a little bit. He had a nice run up the middle, but outside of that, I mean, it was okay. I mean, he came in when he had to and took care of the ball, didn't turn it over. So But so that's offense and defense from my perspective. Like I said, anybody that wants to come in here, I'm getting ready to put the link up on the screen. So anybody that wants to come in, I'm expecting my buddy Jordan Dealmaker. He is supposed to come in. I don't know where he is, but I guess I copied that. Hold on a second. Let me see. Oh, no. Yeah, there it goes. So anybody wants to jump on, I do ask that you show your face before you jump on if you decide to, because I don't want anything to happen to get this channel taken down. Like I said, this right here is a stream just for you guys, the fans, all you Gamecock fans out there. Get on here and let me know what you think. Like I said, it was a great win by the Gamecocks. Finally got to relax in the fourth quarter instead of having to gut out a win or come from behind or have to worry or stress out about the game. So it was great to be able to kind of just sit back and relax and watch the fourth quarter, most of the third quarter and into the fourth quarter, without having to be sitting on the edge of the seat or nervous about the game being in doubt. So Michael Burton said, I told everybody got a plan until they get punched in the mouth. Go Cox. Yes, sir. What's up, Michael? How you doing tonight? Welcome in. You're right, man. Everybody has a plan. Once you start punching them in the mouth, you see what they're made of. So, and that's what we did today. The defense set the tone. They came out and set the tone today, and we got out of Lexington with a victory. Now, I'm not going to sit here and say I told everybody we was going to win, because I didn't. Honestly, I mean, if you watch any of my videos, preseason prediction of this, I had us losing to Kentucky because it'd be in Lenore's first road contest. The other day, I had us, when I did the preview of my prediction video for the game, I had us losing to Kentucky, but that's based off of what I saw. Okay, I go by what I see put on the field in that Old Dominion game. Although we did not put our best offensive performance out there on the field, didn't probably show our whole playbook in that game, I had to go with what I seen from that game, and that's why I picked Kentucky to beat us. I'm glad I was wrong. I'm glad I was totally wrong. I will admit that I do make mistakes. I do be wrong time to time, but like I said, I call it how I see it, and that's the way I felt about it. So it's great. Great that we got a victory today, that we won this game. So we're gonna move on. Got LSU coming up this Saturday coming up at noon. So looking forward to that game as well. So let me shoot my buddy a message. Oh, I guess he just forgot what time it was. He's supposed to be on here with me at 8 o'clock, but I don't know what's going on with him. But yeah, anybody wants to get on here and talk about the game, what y'all saw. Y'all more than welcome. If y'all got something y'all want to talk about, we can talk about that as well. So watching the Tennessee NC State game and the Clemson App State over here to my left and right in front of me. Last week, Michael said last week UK, let me put it up on the screen here. He said last week UK was just playing a team that gave what they wanted, an easy win. Last week, Cox got punched in the, and we responded with a win. Yeah, you're right. I mean, Kentucky, we really didn't get a good gauge on Kentucky last week. Sorry, my internet glitched. We didn't get a good gauge on Kentucky last week because they only played 2.5 quarters or so against Southern Miss. So didn't really get a feel for how they, what kind of offense or how they're going to run their system last week. So that, yeah, basically they got out of there with a convincing win, 31-0 over Southern Miss. And our game was a little more in doubt. Got punched in the mouth, like you said, Michael. But we did respond, got the win, and not only did we respond from that, we came out this week on the road when hardly anybody gave us any kind of hope of winning. I think everybody on game day except Michael. What's his name, the diver, swimmer, Michael Phelps, and Pat McAfee. They're the only ones to pick South Carolina on game day. And I think Roman Harper picked South Carolina on the SEC Network, but other than that, nobody really gave us a whole lot of chance to win today on the road. And I guess they kind of based it off the way I felt the performance last weekend. So, Clark, what's up, Mr. Clark? He said that touchdown pass where Sellers faked the pitch to the running back and hit, I guess it was Simon. Oh, yeah, that was Josh Simon in the end zone. We'd like to see more creativity like that to loosen up the defense. Yeah, that's what I said during the game. We got to get more creative on the offensive side of the ball. We can't just do basic, man. We got to get creative. Dow Loggins needs to be more creative. Him and Sean Elliott, the offensive line, Lonnie Teasley, they all need to come together and be a little more creative with their offense. That was a phenomenal play that he hit. That he hit Simon in the end zone on that play. That was a good play call there. Let's see. Let's see what the stats kind of look like. Look at the line real quick. See how I had it pulled up earlier, but I guess I got off of it. Oh, where are we at? Everything's so hard to get to, man. Come on. 31-6. Let's see. Sellers was 11 of 15. Not a bad day. 159 yards, 2 touchdowns, and an interception. That one interception was an overthrown pass. It was a bad pass. Just got a little too high on him. He's got to get that ball down. Can't be overthrowing wide receivers. On the ground, Rocket Sanders had 54 yards on 13 carries. He had 1 touchdown. That big, should have been. Did he get a touchdown? Anyway, yeah, he got a touchdown for Sanders. Robbie Ashford, he had 26 yards on the ground. Jared Brown had one rush for 11 yards. As far as receiving, our phenomenal freshman wide receiver, Mazio Bennett. He led the wide receiver room with 3 catches for 63 yards and a touchdown. Still trying to figure out how he's wide open both times down the field, but he just ran, I guess, good routes. Nobody went with him, and Lenoris was able to find him open, and he took one on in for a score. Jared Brown had 4 catches for 50 yards. Michael Smith, another true freshman, the tight end, he had 3 catches for 44 yards. Josh Simon had the touchdown in the end zone. He had 2 catches for 9 yards. Defensively, let's go to the defensive side of the ball. Hold on, let me get to Michael Burton said. I'm glad – put it up on the screen, sorry. I'm glad Beamer was patient by not pulling Sellers when he looked lost at times. Beamer let him know he was our guy. Know that, showing confidence in your young quarterback, and it will show a lot going forward. Yeah, you got to you can't be so quick to pull these guys. I know I get into the moment. I get frustrated when the team is not having success or the quarterback's messing up. But you can't be so quick to pull these guys. You got to give them an opportunity to grow, especially as a redshirt freshman. You got to let him go through the bumps and the bruises and all the ups and downs and highs and lows. You can't just pull him, because if you do, you're hurting yourself as a team. You're not doing him any justice by leaving him in there, letting him learn and letting him grow. So I think that's a great move by Beamer, just keeping with him, sticking with him, and giving him that confidence, that boost, right? Letting him know that, we're going to ride with him regardless. And I think it's going to do well for that young man going forward, not only this season, but next season as well, and so forth until his time at South Carolina is over. So, but yeah, great comment, Michael. I appreciate that. I appreciate everybody coming in. Make sure you guys are hitting that like button when you come in and everything. I appreciate it. Like I said, if anybody, I dropped a link earlier at the beginning. If anybody wants to come on and let me know y'all's thought on the game. But like I said, this is y'all's show. This is y'all's chance to vent, get excited, say what you want to say about the team. So That's why I do this post game show. Kind of watching the game. Man, Clemson up on Appalachian State 7-0, and NC State Tennessee game scoreless still. But we're not here to talk about them games. We're here to talk about the Gamecocks and their victory today. Huge victory on the road for the Gamecocks as Lenore Sellers opens up his first SEC road game with a victory, starting his career off to 2-0 as a young redshirt freshman as a starting quarterback. So it can only get better for him, man. I mean, like Michael said with that comment, you got to help build his confidence. You got to boost him up, man. Even when he's having a bad day like last weekend. He wasn't on last week. Let's be real. He wasn't on target last week. He wasn't dialed in, I guess you could say. So you got to keep giving this man. You got to keep boosting him up, giving him confidence to help this young redshirt freshman grow. What is up with the Kentucky Blue Balls channel, Mr. Barney Ross? How you doing today? Welcome to the show. He said Kentucky sucks. Well, he also said Sellers likes turf. Hey, whatever, man. I don't think he had a bad time on the turf today. Let's see, where did I go? He didn't have no good yards rushing. I think them sacks kind of got him there, but he had negative 4 yards rushing. But we didn't need him to run today, really. So let's see, trying to get to. Let's see, defense. We had 5 sacks today. Leading the way, Nick Inmanwari was our leading tackler, seven total tackles. Debo right behind him was 6. Ben Martin 6. Let's see here. Who had the sacks? Brian Thomas Jr. had a half a sack. Monkel Goodwine had a half a sack. Dylan Stewart had 1. That's tackles for loss. I'm reading the wrong thing. TJ Sanders had a sack. Bakari Swain had a sack. Goodwine had a half a sack. Brian Thomas had a half a sack. So we had 5 sacks today. So great defensive pressure, getting to the quarterback. What's that, 10 for the year, I believe it is, for sacks. 10 sacks on the year for the defense. Let's see how many tackles for a loss. We had 11 tackles for a loss in this game. So last year we finished dead last in the SEC in tackles for loss and sacks. So looks like we got some improvement on the defensive side of the ball from that standpoint. So kudos to the defense. They played good. Had 2 interceptions. Nick Inmanwari and Jalen Kilgore both had a pick. Nick took his to the house for a score. So the offense contributed 24 points and the defense put up 7. So I'll take that any day of the week. So Kentucky Blue Balls channel says Stoops is old and Kentucky has worn him out. He should have done 10 years and moved on. Yeah, he looked on the sideline. He looked, I don't know. He looked like he was tired. I don't know. His facial expression, the way he was on the sideline, the way he looked, just, I don't know. You might be on to something, Big Barney Ross. He might be thinking about getting out of Kentucky. I don't know. But he didn't look too happy today. I don't know if that's just I guess because South Carolina came in there and whooped his ass, I guess. I don't know. Maybe that's what it was. But either way, he didn't look too engaged in the game as far as coaching. So but yeah, if anybody wants to come in, like I said, the link's up top. Make sure you're hitting that like button. Subscribe if you're new here. So I know there's other games going on. Probably got other people watching other streams and things, but it's all good. Like I said earlier, I like just hanging out. Anybody wants to hang out, it's fine. The people that come in here, I really appreciate everybody for stopping by. So like I said, I don't know. I guess my buddy Jordan Dillmaker can't tell time because I told him it was coming on at 8. and he's still yet to show up. I don't know. What's up, Scott? How you doing? Scott says Sellers needs to work on keeping the ball down. Oh, yeah. Yeah, talking about passing. Like I said earlier, he needs to I don't know if it's mechanics or nerves or what, but he needs to settle down and get the ball down to the wide receivers. He can't be overthrowing guys. That's going to be bad, down the road for him. He's got to keep it down. Can't turn it over. Got to trust his mechanics, and hopefully he'll get that straightened out. That's the second week in a row he's overthrew receivers that were open. So today he had one turnover with that, but luckily it did not cost us. So in the end, I guess, well, it cost us 3 points. I think they got 3 points right before half. That happened right before half, I believe. So, I mean, it didn't kill us, right? It didn't kill us as far as the game. So he's got to get the ball down, put it on the numbers, and give the wide receivers an opportunity to make something happen. So, like I said, I didn't have too many complaints on the offensive side of the ball. If you watched my live, the only thing I really complained about was the run game. I think we tried to pound it inside the whole game, up the middle, and it was just getting frustrating watching that. I wanted some more creativity from our running game. I wanted more running backs in the game, but Sanders did enough, right, to help us, move the ball and win the game. So in the end, I guess I shouldn't complain, but got to find something to pinpoint as far as the offensive side of the ball. So. Big Barney Ross said Sellers is a franchise quarterback for South Carolina. He's a good fit for the team. Yeah, I think so too. I think he's a good fit for the team. He just needs to settle down. You can tell he's a redshirt freshman. He needs to settle down in the pocket. He needs to be more aware of the guys around him, because there was a couple times you could tell he wasn't expecting to hit. And it wasn't like it was from his blind side, really. I mean, it came from his right, from the right side of the line. So it wasn't like it was a blind side hit or anything. He's got to be more aware in the pocket. He's got to step up. He's got to roll out. Got to get him moving or something. We got to be a little more creative with him when he's back there being the quarterback. He's got to get outside the pocket, because when he got outside the pocket today, he looked like he was pretty spot on, man. So we got to get him outside the pocket, or he's got to learn to move up in the pocket. And just trust the process and find the open guy. If there's nothing there, take off. So. But looks like y'all are in for some, according to what Mr. Harry said, y'all are in for a game next week. Don't y'all play Georgia, I believe? So, I don't know what to say for you for Kentucky next week, but where is the deal maker? Dang, you think he'd be on here all the smack he was talking earlier? I guess he decided not to show up. Oh, but anyway, great win for the Gamecocks. Like I said, plan on staying on here probably about 45 minutes, an hour. So, like I said, anybody wants to come on, hit that link at the top. I would love to have somebody come on and talk. There we go. Look who decided to come in. Look who decided to show up.
What's up, man? What's happening? Can you hear me?
Yeah, you lose track of time? Or you up in the stand?
No, them boys shot a deer around here. I was coming around here to see if I could help them get it out the woods.
Oh, my Lord.
And then I lost track of time. So to answer your question, yes, I lost track of time.
I figured that. I was talking shit about you, man. Look, Jordan, you can't tell time or something.
Well, that's about par for the course.
No, I'm just going over talking with everybody on the online here and just running through the stats and everything and giving my take on some of it. So if you want to chime in, go ahead. Got some people in here. So
well, overall, I'll be honest with you. I think it was a hell of a defensive performance. I got to give credit where credit's due to Clayton White. We all were a little bit disappointed last year with him running the scheme he was running. With some younger players that's got more experience now. I think that personally, we've got a long ways to go offensively. Our wide receiver room, I'm not impressed with because they can't block perimeter DBs coming in to sack the quarterback. So I'm disappointed there. I think O-line was, I would give them a C plus, maybe a B minus. But at the end of the day, Lenorse is what I would thought he would be. You know, very talented kid, redshirt freshman, just going to make mistakes. He's going to make mistakes, and that's he's got to his peripheral vision's got to get better.
Oh yeah,
you know, but you know, I don't like to say a win is a win. I really don't like that saying. But at the end of the day, this was bigger than a win. But Kentucky didn't help themselves. You know what I mean?
Oh, no.
They didn't help themselves at all. So, you know, I'll take it. It's a win that we needed. It's an SEC win. We needed it to have a bowl contending season. And, you know, I'm not gonna shun any SEC victory at all.
Oh yeah, definitely. Them are hard to come by every day, every weekend. Scott said the runners need to take what they have and quit dancing. Yeah, he alluded to that during the live show. And that's true, man. Our running backs, they need to you ain't gonna make them miss on one move. Don't sit there and dance around with them. Get your yardage and get down, whatever. I don't like seeing that either, Scott. Kerry, looks like we got a Tennessee fan in here. Welcome to the show. They said it's Kerry, so I'm not sure. I don't want to say this wrong. But anyway, they say South Kakalaki, good game, will deserve win, always go Big Orange or GBO. So I'm assuming they're a Tennessee fan, so appreciate you stopping by. Hit that like button. So
yeah, I mean, for sure, it's a great win. I still don't think the team was prepared last week. I'm not going to harp on that. I think they were better prepared this week. And I think all that comes from last week. That was an embarrassment. You could tell in Shane Beamer's press conference, he was embarrassed. I mean, he truly was. But at the end of the day, we have a strong defense to contend in the SEC. Now, what will our offense turn into? Well, that's a work in progress. We will see. You know what I mean? We will see.
Yeah, we definitely will see. That's what I said earlier. We can only get better. It's a work in progress. And like somebody in the comments said earlier, you know, they liked it or said, you know, told Lenorse that he's our guy, you know, kind of giving him that confidence, right? Because, you know, you got a redshirt freshman out there. It's his first road start in the SEC. You got to give him some confidence. You got to build his confidence. Let him know that no matter how the game ends up, we're gonna roll with him regardless. So that goes a long way with a redshirt freshman quarterback.
The only thing I want to say, and I said this during the live stream, okay? And we were all excited and we were all talking a little shit, okay? Just because we were dominating the game and we hadn't done that since we played Tennessee 2 years ago.
Yeah, 2022.
And
you there?
But don't get cocky. Okay,
Oh, yeah.
Don't get cocky because South Carolina is great about being ranked. And I'll be honest with you, there's a good chance we might be ranked coming up. There's a good chance. And every time we get ranked under the Beamer era, we lose a game right at it. We're not supposed to lose. And LSU is no pushover. I don't think they're a great team. Do I think talent-wise we can match up with them? I do. But I think on paper, Kentucky was, and I even said this in a video of mine, Kentucky, us in Kentucky are almost lateral. You know, if you look at it on paper, that I felt that with the blocking schemes that they would bring, which would be similar to what we would have because that is the SEC way of doing things. And you know, these lower rate teams, Georgia State's, Old Dominions, you know, they bring things, Coastal Carolinas, you know, these teams bring things that you're not used to seeing. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
So, I mean, I'm going to say I am happy for the team. I'm thrilled. I am thrilled. We got a win in the SEC. This is a game we needed to get bowl eligible. And
to help us get bowl eligible down the road.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I mean, this was a feather in the cap. This is the one that I said at the beginning of the year when I gave my preview. If we win this one, we'll make it to a bowl game.
I hope you're right. I hope you're right there, Jordan. T Love, welcome to the show. Thank you for stopping by. He said that was one of the most dominating SEC wins I've ever seen by the Gamecocks. I watched the Stoops press conference, and one of the reporters asked Stoops if the team quit. Wow.
I don't think his team quit. His team got smacked by our defense. That's what I think happened.
Yeah. I mean, like we said earlier, they wasn't ready to get smacked in the mouth today, and that's what they got. So
no, the pads were popping. Them boys are going down. I mean, that looks like us a year ago. Our line was going down. Their line was going down this time.
Yeah.
Well, look here. Give me about 5 minutes. I'll call you right back. Okay.
All right, man.
All right. Bye-bye.
All right. Going back to that response comment by T Love, as far as the most dominating SEC wins, I don't know if that would be mine. I don't know. I'd have to go back and think about it. But it was a great performance today by the defense. No doubt. It was a dominating performance. I don't know if it's the most dominating performance, but it's up there. They punched them in the mouth from the get-go, like we said. And offense did enough to get the victory. So, but welcome everybody in so far. Got about 12 people in here according to the ticker up here. So anybody want to jump on? Like I said, I got the link at the top of the screen. Want to get on here and just state a fact, state opinions, talk about the game, talk about what you saw. Y'all guys are more than welcome. Like I said earlier, this is y'all's show. This is the fan show. So I do this for you guys. But it was a great win by the Gamecocks, 31-6. So Scott Collins said Tennessee 2022. Yeah, that was a good victory too. I wouldn't say that would. Well, I mean, we did beat them by what, 25? Was it 25? Something like that. But we gave up a lot of points. So as far as I'd say, I don't know if I'd put Tennessee, that game, as being dominating because the defense gave up a lot of points as well. I think in all facets of the game, I wouldn't say that. Tommy Wally said a win is a win is a win, just like last week. Yep, we got the victory, Tommy. Welcome in. Thank you guys thank you for stopping by. It was a great win, great dominating performance, complete game, or a good game by both sides. Offense still needs some work. It's a work in progress, like we just said, but we got the victory. Kentucky Blue Balls channel said great win, Chuck. I got to go troll Matt Jones and Kentucky Sports or Kentucky KSR Sports. LOL. Yeah, give them hell, BBR. Oh, man. Kentucky fan going to troll the Kentucky radio. I guess that's Kentucky Sports Radio. Wow. But great win. I'm going to have to go back and check. Somebody said something about listening to Stoops. Oh, yeah, T-Love said he listened to Stoops' press conference. I have to go see if I can find that. I got to go find Beamer's press conference. I want to see that because it wasn't up before I decided to go live. I didn't want to stay on here too long tonight because, waiting on Beamer's press conference, post-game press conference. But, I do have a family. I want to spend some time with them today. I've been out here watching college football all day. Did the live show at the game while ago, live stream at reaction. So I do want to spend some time with the family, before it gets too late. But like I said, I figured I'd be on here for about an hour, talking to you guys, giving you guys an opportunity. So feel free to hit that link, hit that like button, subscribe if you're not subscribed to the channel, hit that subscribe button, hit the notification bell. If you want to become a channel member, I offer memberships to the channel. By supporting the channel, that's what you guys can do there. Hit a super chat if you want. Yeah, it just helps me out, helps the channel out. So it is greatly appreciated too. So looks like Clemson's running away with it from App State. No surprise there. Tennessee's up 7-0 on NC State. So, oh man. But great win by the Gamecocks today. Not a bad day for the Gamecocks. So, stop my mind. Let's see here. Anybody else? Anybody else want to come in? Come in and give y'all's take of the game. What you like, what you dislike. So let's see. We'll see. What else we want to talk about? Anybody want to comment on something? I want to get on here and comment. Like I said, hit that link. Come on in. Don't be scared. It's free. I'm just like you guys. I'm a Gamecock fan. So hit that link and come tell me what you liked about the game. Like I said, I won't bite or nothing. Heck, come on in and let's talk about the game. I'm just an old Gamecock fan. Just love watching the team play. So, Tommy Wallace said, "I wonder how much Kentucky paid Vandegrift." Well, whatever they paid for, they got robbed in that transaction there, Mr. Tommy. I can assure you that because Brock Vandegrift did not look. He did not look good today, and that's a tribute to our defense. Our defense was all over him today. Dylan Stewart pressed a freshman defensive end for the Gamecocks. Kennard, the defensive line was on him. I mean, they pressured him and hounded him today pretty much the whole game or while he was in there. So he looked off today, and I think they also tried to run more today, which makes sense. I mean, because they were pretty much running that wheel on us there for a little while, even though they didn't punch it in or anything. But yeah, they definitely didn't get their money's worth by getting Vandegrift from Georgia. I guess that's why Kirby Smart didn't ever play him or didn't play him in many games, except for mop-up duty at the end. So he just didn't look like he was prepared today. He had some bad throws, couple picks. So definitely not worth whatever they paid to get him. If they paid to get him, who knows? With his whole NIL and everything going on, new college football, who knows? He definitely wasn't the guy. The guy to come in after him, I forgot what his name did. The backup guy, he looked a lot better than Vandegrift out there. And I'm kind of glad he didn't start because, I'll be real. South Carolina seems to struggle with Wildcat kind of quarterback, or these dual threat quarterbacks. So because whenever he did come in there towards the end, they were moving the ball pretty good. So, but like I said, we didn't get a good gauge on Kentucky the other night or last weekend. T Love said Beamer has spent a lot of his recruiting efforts on the offense and defensive lines. Maybe they're finally reaping the benefits of the investment. Yeah, we have there, T Love. We definitely have put a whole lot of recruiting efforts, transfer portal efforts into bringing good offensive line and defensive line recruits and transfer guys in. Bringing in DeAndre Jules, he was a big time get there out of the transfer portal. Kyle Kennard, even though the Georgia Tech fans, whenever Kennard transferred to South Carolina, I hit a couple of them up on their live shows, and just asking around about him, and they were saying that he was lazy, took plays off, and they were happy that we got him. So, and I'm glad we got him too. So, I guess in the grand scheme of things, we got a winner there with Kyle Kennard. He's got a high motor, gets after the quarterback, makes plays. But yeah, Beamer, the staff has really, really invested a lot of time in bringing in good or some good offensive and defensive linemen this year. So I'm excited. I'm excited for the direction that we're going. I mean, regardless of how last week ended or how the last week game went, and some of the things we saw today, I'm still excited. Todd Gwynn, welcome, sir. How you doing? He said, good win for us. Yes, sir. It's always a good day to have a victory. Tommy Wallace, the first touchdown to number 3 was beautifully drawn up play. Logan's best play call this year. I actually liked the second touchdown he threw to Josh Simon. I think I like that one better, sir, to be honest with you. Now, that was a good play, too. I'm not going to say that was wrong, or that's the wrong answer or wrong comment, but I like that play, too. I don't know how Mazio Bennett got that wide open, but, hey, we'll take it. But I think that play to Josh Simon I like the way he drew that up, when he faked the toss, rolled out a little bit, and found Josh Simon in the end zone. That was a good play. But it was good to see a little creativity, a little bit in the second half. We played better in the second half offensively. But, yeah, that was a beautifully thrown ball to Mazio, and he was just wide open and walked in. So, Scott Collins says all starts with the lines. Yep. You win in the trenches, baby, both offensively and defensively. Todd Gwynn said currently leading the SEC currently. Yeah, I don't think many people's played an SEC game. I don't think. So, yeah, it's young. It's young in the season, Todd. Let's don't get too hyped. Let's don't get too far ahead of ourselves. They got a long, long way to go for this season. But if we can keep playing defense like we've been playing, man, I mean, we can hang in there with all our games this year. Nobody's or everybody can be beaten. So even LSU next weekend. So we just got to come ready, come hungry, come ready to go. Can't stay too high on this win. Got to get focused, and got to play our game next weekend against LSU at home. So, like I said earlier, I wish that would have been a night game. I'd much rather see that game in prime time at night versus a noon kickoff. But it is what it is. We still got to play it regardless. Todd Gwynn said we should get a bowl game. Well, like Jordan said earlier about this win right here should propel us for a bowl game. I don't want to look too far ahead because we still got games on the schedule, Mr. Todd, and we all know any given Saturday you can lose to anybody. Just ask Notre Dame today as they took one on the chin by Northern Illinois. So this helps us. This helps us get to our 6 victories to get bowl eligible. No doubt about that. I'm not taking anything away from that. We just got to take them game by game and see how they all unfold. So I mean, who knows? We could fall over our face the rest of the season and only win 2 games. I don't think so, but you never know in college football in this day of age. So we should be able to get to 6. There's a path to get to 6, 7 wins this year. So T Love coming in here. I'm crediting Nick Harbor. Let's put that comment up. I'm crediting Nick Harbor with 15 yards. I don't know why they don't call a screen sweep or go routes to get him more involved. You credited Nick Harbor with 15 yards. What did Nick Harbor do for 15 yards? I don't think he caught the ball today, did he? I don't think I saw Nick Harbor with the ball in his hands. Now, yeah, they should. They do need to get him more involved in the offense. I don't know. I wish I had the answers about why Nick. Oh, the pass interference. Gotcha. Okay, I got you now. I don't know why they didn't get Nick Harbor involved in the offense. That's the big mystery. There's got to be something more behind the program or deep inside the program as to why he's not getting more touches with the ball. I wish I had an answer for you on that. I wish I did. I don't know. Maybe there's something that I don't know. If you guys know, shout it out, whatever. But we got to get him. We got to get him more involved in the offense. Maybe we'll see that this weekend against LSU. We said that last weekend. Going into this game, maybe we'll see. But we got to get him more involved in the offense. That kind of speed. Now, I'm going to say this. I may be way off because I'm not a track star. Or if you see I'm not in any kind of shape to be running or anything. But when I think of Nick Harbor, the track athlete, I mean, track is – how can I say this? I think track speed is different than football speed, right? Now, watching Nick Harbor run in his Olympic trials, he looks slow out of the blocks, right? Out of the stands. So I think we got to get him in some kind of motion, get him going, and like you said, like a sweep action, like a jet sweep or something. We got to get him going, get him cranked up, because I think if he can't get a clean release off the line of scrimmage, it takes him a little while to get to top speed. And I might be way off. I don't know. I don't know much about track or anything, but I just think just by judging off his Olympic trials, his 100 meters or whatever, he looked kind of slow out the gate, but he picked up top end speed or speed down the stretch, right? And I think it takes a little bit for him to get up to speed. So we got to figure out how to get him more involved. That's the bottom line. We got to get him more involved in the game plan. Scott Collins said if we can shut down the run and force teams to pass, we will be in any game. Yeah, if we can stop the run, we got to work on our run defense a little bit. And we can continue to put pressure on the quarterback, then that does us well from a defensive side of the ball. I think we can, like you said, I think we could be in any game that we play this year. So appreciate that comment, Scott. Todd Gwynn agreed. I guess you agreed with me about getting what's his name involved in the game. Nick Harbor. Oh, pass interference. But yeah, I didn't see. Also, speaking about wide receivers, I don't think I've seen Gage Larberdan out there today. I don't think I've seen him out there. I don't know if maybe he got frustrated a little bit because Mazio passed him on the starting the depth chart or whatever. I don't know. So hopefully he can hopefully he's nothing serious and he can get out there. Because like I said, I don't believe I saw him out there playing today. I think I seen him out on the field. T Love said, Where's that guy that's a Gamecock booster? He's a coward. He was talking major crap about the team last week. He said he'd be back on here in a little bit. That was my buddy Jordan Dillmaker. He was out helping somebody that was killing a deer or something. I don't know. But he said he's coming back on here in a few minutes there, T Love. So you more than welcome to hop on here whenever he gets on here. Y'all can talk about it or whatever. So, but he's supposed to be back on here. So we'll see. We'll see if he makes it back or not. He might be on his way home to clean up or something from helping with the deer. I don't know. But yeah, he was on here a few minutes ago talking. So like I said, anybody's more than welcome to pop on. Like I said, the link's at the top. Hey, like I said, anybody's more than welcome to come on here, T Love. As long as you keep it respectful and don't do anything to give a channel shut down, y'all more than welcome to hop on and give me your take on the game. What you think of the offense, what you think of the defense, special teams, whatever you guys want to talk about, we're more than welcome to discuss it. Like I said, this is a post-game show for you guys. I get on here and ramble all day long. I mean, that's what I did early on the live watch along fan reaction video that I did of the game. So that's what I do on Saturday. So, but y'all more than welcome to get on here and let me know what you think. Matter of fact, let me text old boy and see if he's about ready to get back on. Yeah, T Love, you definitely come on if you want. Like I said, anybody's more than welcome. The link's at the top of the screen. If it's not, let me know. If you can't see the link, let me know and I'll put it back in there. So, matter of fact, I'll go ahead and put it back in there now, just in case. I don't know if it's still up there or not. There it is. Anybody wants to hop on? How about the what? We had 2 picks a day. Nicky Minwari had one, returned it for a touchdown. That was a good return there. A good pick. Read the quarterback's eyes, read Brock Vandegrift's eyes, and broke on the ball and took it to the house. So he had one. Kilgore had one, I believe, to seal the victory or to finish the game off. We had a couple opportunities at another one too when we had Kentucky pinned deep in their territory. Just couldn't get our hands on it. Couldn't corral it. So great defensive performance there as far as turning them over today. I think we had 3 turnovers, but we only lost 1, I believe. I think Lenore's had 2 fumbles, but luckily we were able to get them back. And then he threw 1 interception, I believe. I believe that's all we had. I might be wrong, but I think that's what we did today as far as turnovers. So great play by Minwari and Kilgore, to get the takeaways. I think we had a strip sack also, or strip. I think we stripped Vandegrift, but they got it back early in the game. So the defense has definitely been after the ball the last, these first few games of the year. So excited about that. That's looking good this year so far. So what's that? 6 takeaways in 2 games, I believe it is. So can't complain about that. Oh man. Oh yeah. Anybody want to come in? There's T Love. Let me see if I can. Hey, show your face there real quick, T Love, if you don't mind. Just want to make sure you are. All you gotta do is just show your face just real quick, T Love, before I let you in. I just want to make sure. Can't take a risk of getting my channel shut down, brother. Oh, there you go. Appreciate it, man. You can take yourself off if you don't want to be on camera.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, what's up, T Love? How you doing, brother?
Just enjoying the victory. I actually just wanted to ask you a couple of questions, since you seem to be pretty
All right.
And I'll take it off air. But at the end of the day, it seems like the Gamecocks have 4-star players only 2 deep these days. That's one thing. And then it seems like Beamer's assembled a pretty good coaching staff. So, it seems like that would add up to at least a decent season, if not an above average season. And just like to listen to what you have to say off there.
Oh, you ain't got to go, man. You can hang out.
I've been drinking for 3 hours, man.
So you enjoying this victory, huh?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I hear you, man. But I appreciate you calling in, man.
Yes, sir. Now listen.
All right. Yeah, we definitely have some four-star talent, 2 deep, like you said. Great point there, T Love. We definitely got the talent. Okay. The coaching, I think we're getting there. Okay. As far as a coaching staff, bringing Sean Elliott back to Columbia was a great hire by Beamer, getting him back in the fold. I've always been real hard on Clayton White from a defensive side of the ball. I have been, just because the lack of run defense, lack of pass defense occasionally, but we're starting to come together as a coaching staff. I think we've added, like you said, some good coaching pieces to the puzzle. I hated it. We lost Pete Limbo, but it is what it is. The man moved on to take a head coaching job. So it is what it is. I wish he would have stayed on board, but still haven't seen a whole lot from the special teams to actually comment on Joe DeCamillis, being added. But yeah, we're getting there as far as the staffing, from a staffing perspective. We just got to keep bringing in the talent, and it'll pay off. As far as the outcome of the season, if we can play all year like we've been playing, like we played today defensively, if we get our offense to come along a little more, like we said earlier, we can be in any game this year. We can be in any game that we play with an opportunity to win it. So it can only get better going forward. So that's just my take on it. So, but I appreciate you coming on and with the comment and with the questions. So. But anyway, so we're going to go about a few more minutes. So anybody else want to hop on, give your take on the game, let me know. Let me know your thoughts. Want to talk about anything, hit that link that's in the comment section that I put in there. Great victory by the Gamecocks. So we're going to enjoy this one. We're going to enjoy this one tonight, and hopefully the guys will get back to business on Monday, because they probably have the day off tomorrow. Probably watch some film. So they get back at it, get back to work on Monday, hopefully, and get ready for LSU that's coming to town next weekend. So but we're going to hang out for a little while longer. Like I said, anybody who wants to hop on, feel free to hit that link. And ask questions, talk about the game, whatever y'all want to do. I guess Dealmaker ain't coming back. I don't know. He said he's going to come back on, but who knows? Who knows about that guy? He might be out there killing him a deer or something. I'm not a deer hunter, so I don't know anything about that stuff. So. Oh, Lord, Tennessee's taking it to NC State. They just got a pick 6. And Clemson's destroying App State 42-0. Holy cow. It's getting ready to be 42-0. T-Love with a question. Let's see here. He said, what do you think the spread will be next week? I'm not a gambler, T-Love, to be honest with you. God. If Jordan Dealmaker's on here, he'd probably be able to tell you. I would probably venture to say we'll probably be, to start out, we'll probably be an underdog, probably about a 5-6 point underdog, maybe less than a touchdown. But like I said, I'm not a gambling person. I don't throw a bunch of money in Vegas or anything like that. I don't keep up with things like that. So I'm actually probably the wrong guy to ask that question. But if I had to venture to guess, I would probably say it'd probably be around a touchdown or less, somewhere around there in the game to start the line anyway. Now that's going to go up, down. I guess depends on how the money's coming in Vegas. Because like I said, I don't keep up with gambling or I don't put money down on football games like that. So it might be an early line. Let's see. Like I said, I don't even know where to look for that kind of stuff, but let's see if I can locate it for you. I'd probably say it's probably about a touchdown or so or less. If I had to guess. Football, I don't know. What's the best? I don't even know what the best place to look for that crap. Let's see here. Oh, that's not it. That's the wrong thing. Nope, I ain't joining that. So that ain't it either. I don't know. I'd have to see about if I could. I'm not joining any sports book. Come on, I just want to see what the line could be for next week. I don't even know when it comes out. Still Vegas Insider, see what they say. Here we go. Is there a way to look for next week? Scott Collins said he probably had to make a beer run. Oh, talking about Dealmaker? Yeah, who knows? He was out there helping somebody with a deer, so who knows? Scott said he'd probably say about a 4 to 7. 400. Yeah, I would probably say it's probably a touchdown or less. I would say. I'm not sure how is LSU playing today? Did LSU play today? I'm not even sure. I guess it depends on how LSU looked today, if they played, or if they're off. I don't know. I didn't know if maybe they had like a future for like next week odds, which I don't know how to set. I don't know how to look that up anyway. But filter by, let's see. Oh, here we go. Let's see. Week 3. And it's not out. Oh, Arizona, Kansas State. Not out, not available. Yeah, right now. Okay, here we go. According to, I guess that's DraftKings. I'm on, was it Vegas Insider, the website? And I guess they list a bunch of betting sites that have the points out or whatever. And there's two of them. It looks like DraftKings has us as a 9.5 point underdog, according to what I'm seeing here online. But like I said, that's it. They'll probably come out more official tomorrow, like you said, at noon. So, but according to DraftKings and I don't know who the hell this is, the Vegas Insider. Oh shit! It took me back to the beginning. What the hell? On week 2, on week 3. But two websites has us like a 9.5. They both have us at 9.5 point underdog. So from what I'm seeing, there's a bunch of them that still not come out with their spread yet. Here comes Deal Maker back in. Got done with his beer run. What's up?
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
What you talking about my beer run?
I don't know. Scott said you probably making a beer run because I said Deal Maker ain't coming back in. And
No.
I said you probably wouldn't make a deer run. Not a deer, a beer run.
No, you had it right. It's a deer run, not a beer run.
Well, that's what I said. I said you're probably out there helping with a deer or whatever. I don't know. I don't do no hunting. But
Well,
we had a question here about the betting lines, and I'm not a gambling guy, you know that. But
all right.
T-Love asked about what he thought what I thought the spread would be for the LSU game coming out tomorrow.
17.
What?
17?
7? That's how many beers you had?
No, hold on a minute. Damn, look at that big snake in the road. Hold on a second. Let me kill the snake.
Now he's dealing with a dang snake. Now, I said about less than a touchdown. So.
All right, I'm going to mute you. Let me shoot this thing. Hold on just a second.
Oh, my God. Now he's shooting snakes on here. Well, put it on so we can see it. Lord have mercy. We got deer killing and snake killing going on here. What the world? Only in the backwoods of South Carolina would you have that.
Got him.
What kind of snake is it? Hello? Oh.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I got you.
Let me try to figure out how to turn this camera around. Cam, turn it around.
Yeah, you got to turn it around.
Why do you do that?
There should be a little button that has like a reverse circle or whatever.
I don't see none of that.
Oh well.
I'll take a picture of him and send it to you.
All right, I'll be looking forward to that. What kind of snake is it?
To be honest with you, it looks to me like an old chicken snake.
No, it's a killing useless snake.
It ain't shit.
But anyway, going back. Huh?
The only good snake's a dead snake.
Oh, I agree with you. I don't like snakes either. But like I said, I would say the line will probably be about a touchdown or less. What I said.
No.
I'm not a betting man, so.
No, the line will be.
I don't know how you got 17, but.
Well, I can tell you, the line's going to open somewhere between 14 and 17 points if I had to bet on it. Okay. And I'm going to tell you why.
Why is that? Go ahead and enlighten us.
Because if you look at LSU on paper, they're a whole lot better team than we are.
Okay.
And what they go off of is they look at what they see on paper and they have some kind of inside information. Like if one of the main players, contributors' girlfriend cheated on him last week, they know that crap. I don't know how they know it, but they know it.
Okay.
I'm serious. I'm not joking. I mean,
No,
they know
okay.
everything, bro.
I got you.
And I figure it'll open right around 17.
Hmm.
And if it opens at 17 and we're a 17-point dog, I'm going to go ahead and tell you, take LSU.
Yeah. T Love said he'd take South Carolina with 14. He also said he don't recall South Carolina ever beating LSU. I think we beat them, 1994? Last time we beat them?
It was either 93 or 94. I can't remember.
I think it was 94 because I had that when I did my preview and prediction. That's what I mentioned in there. We haven't had any success against them since then, since the 90s. So I think that was the last time we beat them, 1994. So,
but you know what, Chuck? You don't like when I say this,
go ahead.
but I'm gonna have to. I told you so. I told you. And y'all know I beat Beamer up harder than anybody if y'all watch my videos. I had a feeling to take South Carolina with the points. Now I'm gonna be honest with you. Did I think we were gonna win outright? I was unsure, but I knew we wasn't gonna lose by 9.5 or 10 points. I knew it. I knew it in my heart. And guess what I did? I took South Carolina plus 280 to win outright. I didn't even take the points. I picked them to win outright. So in other words, I had a good damn day.
Yes, you did. Well, I took them in the points on the challenge that we played. So, but coming into the game, I didn't feel like we were going to win outright. I mean, if there was a bet to win outright, I probably wouldn't have bet on it.
And another bet that I thought was a hell of a lock, stock, barrel bet was Texas. And
yeah, definitely.
I mean, goodness almighty, that's one of the best teams in the country. I don't give a damn who you are. That's a good team.
Oh yeah, they play Georgia this year, don't they?
I think so. I don't know when though.
I think they do. That's gonna be a heck of a matchup right there if they do. But
yeah, I mean, did you see their linemen? Good God Almighty, how big they were!
Yeah, they looked the part today. They did. So I'm excited if they do play Georgia. That would be awesome. That'd be an awesome game right there. But yeah, they were. I had a feeling they were going to beat Michigan today without the whole Michigan thing with Harbaugh leaving and the whole thing surrounding them. I think that's just. I don't know. I think that's playing a part in their season because they didn't look good last week, did they? I think they barely beat. They won by 20 points. They didn't cover the spread, but I kind of had a feeling they were going to lose today to Texas. So.
Anybody that's a Gamecock fan, I will say this: be proud right now. Be proud. We're 2-0 for the first time in a long time.
Yeah.
Our second game was the SEC game. We're 1-0 in the SEC. We've got a lot to be proud of, but do not let your pride override your mouth. Because this is going to be a long season there again, I'm repeating what I said earlier, with an up-and-coming redshirt freshman quarterback that has a lot of growing to do. Do I think he is the future? Absolutely. Absolutely. He had two guys bringing him down and had enough strength to stand up and throw a pass that I wouldn't have thrown, but he threw a pass to not get sacked. That is strength. That is strength. I think once he settles down and he can, the game slows down to him. The game will slow down. It will slow down. Right now, he went against a team that is scrappy as hell. I mean, you can say anything you want to say about Kentucky, but you can't say they're weak. You can't say they're weak because they're not. And, he made mistakes. He's going to continue to make mistakes. We might lose game because he throws the illegitimate pass across the center, across the middle, 4 foot high like he did today. Okay, that might happen. But at the end of the day, we're starting to build something. And you know what, Beamer? You pissed me off last week. And this week, I'll say this. You had a better outing. It wasn't a good outing, but a better outing. But we got a hell of a defense. That I can promise you. We got a hell of a defense.
Yeah. Question for you. T Love wants to know what's so much better about LSU that makes them a 17-point favorite in Columbia?
Just look on paper, sir. They got a bunch of 5 stars. Just look on paper.
Well, paper
Just
don't
look
win
on
games.
paper.
Paper don't win games.
Okay.
Right? Paper don't win games. You still got to go out there and execute. You still got to go out there and perform.
Okay, let me explain something to y'all. I've been a Gamecock fan. I am 43 years old. Mm-hmm. I've been a Gamecock fan all my life. All right. The Gamecocks traditionally, and I don't give a rat's behind who's coaching them. Steve Spurrier.
Yep.
When we have a big win, we were underdog.
Did I lose him? You still there, Jordan?
Hey, you there?
Yeah, I lost you there for a minute.
Okay. Let's just say Alabama, with Stephen Garcia and him.
Oh, yeah.
We were underdogs. We beat them. What we did the next week, we laid an egg.
Yeah, against Kentucky.
Okay?
Yeah.
Yeah. So we have the tendency to lay an egg after a big win. And this, ladies and gentlemen, I consider a big win. Why? Yeah. We were a 10-point underdog. We were a 10-point underdog on the road in the SEC. This is a big win. This is a win. This win could help us get to a bowl game this year.
Yep, I agree with you.
And if you study statistics of the Gamecocks, this is when we go in with the big head and we get the doors blown off of us.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I see your point there because like you said, you alluded to a good point. We do tend to ride high on a win and get let down the following week. I got that, but it depends on the coaching. The coaching's got to keep these guys grounded and can't let them. Like I said earlier, we celebrate this win tonight and we get to work on Monday or whatever day they come back. I guess Monday.
Well, there are 2 groups that I want to bring up offensively that I am not impressed with. Okay. Rocket Sanders, do I think he's a great running back? Absolutely. And when he saw the middle boggled up and he popped outside, he had success. But why in the hell did we keep running between the damn tackles? I can't wrap my head around that. You know, if you were going to do that, I'd just as soon as you put Juju in or one of the other young boys that are faster and more elusive and let them pump outside and roll. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But my biggest disappointment of the whole game is I'm not sold on Ferry because our receivers can't block, man. They can't block. And that's disappointing to me. Now, normally, you know me, I'm an offensive line. I like to harp on the offensive line all the time. But, you know, a lot of that blocking wasn't on the offensive line. That was on the receivers not blocking.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I got you, man. Yeah, to go back to the running back thing, we used Sanders too much today, man. We got to rotate backs in. We got to give, like you said, running up the middle. It really wasn't working. Yeah, we hit a few, bounced them outside, but running up the middle didn't work today. But Shane Beamer never went to another back. He kept the same one in there. So,
well, during your live stream, I said that, you know, let's bring some fresh legs in and see what they can do. Hey,
Exactly.
If they get crumpled, they get crumpled. But, you know, and I'm not blaming Dow. I'm not, because, all right, when you're calling plays in this league and you got a redshirt freshman quarterback,
Uh-huh.
and you've got receivers that are not blocking the perimeter coming in, you are calling plays with one hand cuffed behind your back. You know what I'm saying? I mean, he truly was. He truly was calling plays one hand cuffed behind his back. So, and I know a lot of people are going to harp on him. You know, Jackpot might, Rooster might. You even did it today. But at the end of the day, man, at the end of the day, I think he's doing the best. He's not putting them in a position to fail. He's doing his best that he knows how to do to put them in a position to win.
Uh-huh.
But he's not going to hurt anybody while doing it. And you can't do that. You cannot call plays that's going to hurt a young offense. You know what I'm saying? They've got to have confidence. And I think that's how he's calling plays. I truly believe that.
Yeah. T-Love had the tight ends miss blocks today. Sean Elliott will clean that up. Yeah, Sean Elliott, he's big on that. He'll get that straight. I'm not worried too much about the tight ends. I'm more, like Jordan said, I'm more worried about the wide receivers not being committed to blocking down the field. And when they did today, they held one time, had a good play brought back. So a big play that was brought back for holding. So, yeah, I think the concern there is very valid on the wide receiver front as far as blocking.
Well, and you know, I thought that we would have an issue there, and I'm gonna tell you why.
What was that?
We got receivers my size, okay?
Oh, yeah.
And when you have 5'9" receivers going against 6'2" long, lanky DBs, man, that's hard to do. That's hard to do. And listen, I'm gonna go on a limb, and I'm gonna tell all y'all this. Y'all might flip me the bird. I don't care. Nick Harbor is a bust. That's a bust. Take it how you want to take it.
Well, like we said earlier, I think Nick Harbor's being misused. We got to get him going. We got to get him rolling, get him more involved in the offense, some jet sweeps, something. He's got to be more involved. Like I alluded to.
I don't think he understands the game good enough, Chuck.
That's coaching. That falls on evaluation and coaching. If he's not good enough to be on the offensive side of the ball, why are we still rolling him out there?
Hey, I don't know how many people's watching this right now. How many people's watching right now?
3 right now, but there was big
okay.
Now, so.
All right. I want everybody that's listening or watching this that are Gamecock fans. I want you in the morning to wake up, go on the Garnet Trust, and donate $10. Just $10. Okay? You can't walk in a grocery or gas station and buy a drink and a pack of nabs for less than $10. Donate $10 of your money, and let me tell you why. Because I believe we've got the best edge rusher in the game of collegiate football right now. And the kid is only 18 years old. Donate that $10 so we can keep him at the University of South Carolina.
Oh yeah, definitely.
And I'm being honest right now.
But if you don't want to do that, you can donate. If you don't want to do that, you can donate to my channel. If y'all don't want to donate to the Garnet Trust, I'll take it as well.
Yeah, give him $10. Give him $10 because he's gonna owe it to me because I just beat him this weekend on our picks. So.
Oh really? I gotta look at it. I ain't looked at it yet.
Oh yeah.
Man. I ain't paid no attention to who had what. So but yeah, I mean we got to as fans, I guess we got to invest in the program. Like you said, to keep these players. Because like I said in my live stream today, we got to keep recruiting these guys that we got on the roster. Yeah, I think everybody said that before. You got to keep recruiting them because of new way of college football with the NIL and things like that, the transfer portal. We got to keep recruiting them, and in order to be successful and to win, these young kids today want to get paid. They want to get paid for their performance, basically. And as far as NIL, I mean, I'm okay with the players getting paid some of the ridiculous amounts that they want or that these teams are paying them. I think it's crazy, but that's the world we live in. I guess we just got to adapt to it. So,
yeah, I mean, we do, but I feel a whole lot better. You know, I made the comment, made a video. I was on this show.
Later, man. Appreciate you stopping by. Sorry about that. Go ahead.
I was on this show after the game last week, and I said, you know what? Our defense looks decent, but against who? Against who? Nobody. Well, I'm going to say something. I'm going to back up because everybody knows Kentucky is known for two things, and that's their interior linemen on both sides of the ball. Our defense absolutely murdered their quarterback to the point they pulled his ass.
Yeah.
I mean, our defensive line, our edge rushers, and our damn linebackers, Debo Williams, he popped one boy one time. God almighty, I heard it on television. He popped him so hard. You know, we have a defense to contend with anybody. Now, would I like us to clean up the rushing defense? I would. Yeah. But I'm going to tell you what, you drop back the pass if you want to, you're going to have two big old rascals coming at you from each side in a hurry.
Yeah. Hey, that powerful LSU team that you spoke about a while ago is only up 24-13 on Nichols. There's that.
All right, you just sound like Rob Sanders when you said there's that.
Oh, well, I'm not trying to sound like that. I'm just saying that was that. I mean, just sorry. I didn't mean to sound like that. I'm just just pointing that out.
All I'm saying is if we were 10-point dogs against Kentucky,
yeah,
we're going to be more than that against LSU. Now, the only advantage we have is that we're playing LSU in Willie B.
Yeah.
So my number is 14-17. That's where to open at. The under-over in that game will be about 56.
Okay. Well, like I said, I don't know much about Vegas lines, so I can't speak on that. He asked a question, and I just gave my thought. I mean, I really don't know anything about opening lines or how they are generated or populated or whatever. So,
well, I wish I did because that's what I would do it full time. I'd do nothing but bet. You know what I mean?
Well, you do a lot of that already. You do a lot of betting already.
Yeah, I do. But I mean, when you win 60% and when you win 60% and lose 40%, I mean, damn, you ain't making that much money.
Yeah. Oh, but anyway, anything you got else to put to the show, man? Like I said, I ain't gonna.
No, I think
too much longer. I want to go spend some time with the wife and watch some more football, I guess.
I think everybody needs to take this win with a grin. We need to love it and absolutely love it. We don't need to be talking shit. We don't need to be calling Clemson talking shit. We don't need to be talking shit to Tennessee. We don't need to talk shit to anybody. We need to go out and do it again. You know what I mean?
Yep.
And so
just keep
the season. Yeah, I mean the season's young. This is a win we needed. And this could propel us to 6 or 7 wins if we continue to progress.
Yeah.
But there's no need for us to get out there and go hang the Gamecock flag high in the street yet. Let's just stay mellow. Let's don't be those people. Don't be those people.
Yeah.
Let's stay mellow, stay below the radar, and hopefully our offense will start gelling.
Yeah, I got you. All right, well, final call. If anybody wants to hop on here and discuss the game or ask any kind of betting advice from the deal maker, y'all more than welcome to hop on. If you disagree with anything we said, hop on and let's talk about it. So this is basically y'all's show. So y'all are more than welcome to come on and talk about it.
Y'all better hurry up because I'm about to cut 2 back straps out the back of this deer.
Now, who got the deer? Was it you or some of your buddies?
No, it was them young boys.
Oh,
They shot a deer. I done fussed at them. They shot a deer that I don't want to approve of them shooting, but it is what it is.
one of them small deers.
Well, it was a basket rack 6-point. I mean, that deer needed to grow a couple more years, but that the kid that shot him was only 18 years old. So
He was excited. He just wanted to kill something.
yeah,
Them old country boys.
Yep. But what he don't know is when I gut this deer, I'm gonna pick him upside down and stick his head in the guts.
Oh, is that his first deer or something?
No, I'm doing that because he shot a deer that we normally don't shoot.
Oh, man. But anyway, anybody else want to come on? The link's still up there, I'm assuming. So you hang on here for a few more seconds. So. But
Well, I'm gonna jump off, brother. Text me in a little bit, okay?
all right, man. You take it easy. Enjoy this win and have fun gutting that deer or whatever you do to it. So.
All right, man. Talk to you later.
Take it easy, man.
All right, bye-bye.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that was Jordan Dealmaker, good buddy of mine. So last call. Anybody want to get on? Anybody want to talk about the game? Come on, feel free. I'll hang on here for about another 2 minutes. So anybody want to come on and talk about the win, what your take on it was, what you liked, what you disliked, whatever you want to talk about. Anything but politics. Don't want to talk about politics. It's football. Football Saturday, baby. It's a Gamecock victory. A much needed victory for the Gamecocks that they went on the road today and pretty much punched Kentucky in the mouth and got out of there with a 31-6 victory and improved to 2-0 in the season, 1-0 in the SEC. Next, we got LSU at home next Saturday at noon. So that's going to be a good matchup. Not sure what the line's going to open at. My buddy Jordan Dealmaker said about 14-17. I don't know. I'm not a big betting guy, so I don't know anything about Vegas odds and the line and how they come up with that mess. But yeah, he figures that's what it's going to open at. We'll see. But anyway, we got LSU coming in next weekend. Quessy, what's up, brother? How you doing? Welcome to the show. He said we still don't know who this team is. Yeah, offensively, no, we don't. Offensively, we don't. Still got some work in progress to do on the offensive side of the ball. Defensively, I'm pretty excited about the defense. Clean up some run defense, and then we'll be all right. I think so. That's my opinion. But yeah. But thank you for stopping by, Quessy. Appreciate you hanging out in my live stream today. He said defensively, we're the second best team in the nation. That's a strong statement. That's a strong statement there. I'd have to do some digging around before I'd say that. We're much improved on defense, but I don't know if I would say second best team in the country, but we're pretty good, pretty solid on the defensive side. Mark, welcome in, sir. He says South Carolina defense is a real deal and will cause problems in SEC. Yeah, like we said earlier, our defense is going to keep us in a lot of games this year. I think with the defense that we have, if we can stay consistent and hungry on defense and play like we played today, yeah, we can compete with anybody on our schedule this year. So, but anybody else want to hop on, hit the link, hang on here for another little bit. So I do appreciate everybody coming in to this post-game show. Hit the like button. If you come in late, go back and rewatch it. Talked about the stats, talked about the team, the offense, the defense. Some of the players of the game, if I had to name some, I would Mazio Bennett from the offensive side. He had a real good game. Rocket Sanders, he had some good runs. That run, he almost got into the end zone, was pretty good. Defensively, that could be under a lot of the guys on defense. The whole defensive line played pretty good. The edge rushers played pretty good. The secondary pretty much, I don't know, Kentucky didn't sling it around as much as I anticipated them to. Nick with his pick six, maybe, versus secondary. Defensive line, like I said, played good. The Dylan Stewart, Kennard, them guys played pretty solid today. Again. So, yeah, I guess the defense would be a little harder to pick, like a player of the game or who got – I don't know who Beamer gave the game ball to because I haven't watched the post-game interview yet, so – I'm not sure who he gave game balls to, so as far as the defensive side, but either way, I think the defense as a whole played pretty good. I would say that the defense as a whole got the MVP from me. So, all right, guys, gals, and any ladies in the house, well, thank you guys for stopping by. Hit that like button, subscribe to the channel if you're new here. I also have memberships, channel memberships. So if you guys want to help the channel, join the membership. Hopefully do some big things with that going forward. I'm pretty new to this. So if you want to join the channel and help it out, you can do that. You can hit super chat, super stickers, or whatever they have. It just helps the channel grow. But most importantly, subscribing and hitting the like button, that helps it out a whole lot too as well. But I want to thank everybody for stopping in, for hanging out with us. Jordan Dealmaker, T Love, thanks for coming on. I'm doing these things every game, after every game, post game show, and I'm also live streaming live reaction to the games every game this year. So come hang out with me. Like I said, subscribe, hit the notification bell. I appreciate everybody. Love everybody for stopping by. Thank everybody for, tuning in, for spending some of your Saturday with us or with me on this show. But yeah, I look forward to seeing you guys next week. This concludes another episode of the Final Crow postgame show with Gamecock Chuck. So y'all have a good rest of your weekend. Great win by the Gamecocks. Let's enjoy this one. Let's get ready for LSU next Saturday, high noon in Williams-Brice. If you can go to the game, be loud, be rowdy, cheer on the Gamecocks as we try to get a victory at home against LSU. But if you can't go to the game, come back here, hang out with me for the live stream. You have a good night as well, Scott. But I want to thank everybody for stopping by. Y'all have a good night, good weekend, and a good week as we get ready for LSU. Go Gamecocks, and I will see you guys in the next video.